Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Hope you are all well. So in my last video I had this comment.
Listening to the level of historical expertise at work here, one can clearly understand why real archaeologists are horrified by rank. And I use the word in all of its senses, amateurs digging up and destroying the context of finds.
So it is with a heavy heart I shall be hanging up my metal detector, because as we all know it is only those with a degree in such matters that should be allowed to discover and learn, and therefore I shall from this day forth only be reading the words of experts directly from books. And we're going to start with Castle by Mark Morris. The county of Kent has more than its fair share of castles, and my parents and school teachers conspired to ensure that I was familiar with most of them from a young age. Yeah, no, we're not going to do that. And to be honest, I'm not going to hang up my metal detector. In fact, I'm going to be out metal detecting tomorrow. What we are going to do though, is just prove a point that hobbyists, us rank amateurs, can actually contribute to our historical understanding. And we're going to do that by looking at the top 5 metal detecting finds of all time. Before we get into that, if you could drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're a regular viewer and have not yet already done so. Yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. So this list, I should say, is a list based on their historical significance, so not monetary value. I'm not really about monetary value, but if you stick around to the end, I will reorder them and let you know what each find was valued at or sold for. At number 5, we have the Crosby Garrett helmet, which was discovered in 2010 in Cumbria, England. So this was a near complete Roman cavalry helmet, complete with face mask, and it dated between the 1st and 3rd century. It would have been worn during military parades or cavalry sporting events, but would not have been worn on the battlefield. So this discovery was made by a hobbyist, an unknown hobbyist, I should say, and actually gives us a rare glimpse into the Roman military traditions and ceremonial practices. Number 4, the Lenborough hoard. So this was found in 2014 in Buckinghamshire. The hoard consisted of over 5,200 Anglo-Saxon coins buried in a lead container. The coins date to the time of Aethelred, the Unready and Cnut, so from around the 10th to the early 11th century. So this discovery by Paul Coleman allowed insight into the economic systems of the time, in particular the use of recoinage to control the currency supply during a transitional period of English history. So recoinage was the practice of regularly changing the designs of currency and requiring older designs to be exchanged for the newer ones. So this was done to prevent hoarding, but unfortunately it came at a cost because the public quite often have to hand in their savings for a lesser return. At number 3, we've got the Galloway hoard, discovered by Derek McLennan whilst metal detecting near Dumfries in Scotland in 2014. So this was a Viking hoard, contains over 100 items from gold and silver jewellery, religious artefacts and even textiles. So this dated back to around 900 AD. The Galloway hoard remains one of the most varied and well preserved collections of Viking age artefacts ever found in Britain, highlighting the connections between Viking and Anglo-Saxon as well as Irish cultures through trade and religious practices. So a very, very important discovery that might never have been discovered had it not been for Derek McLennan, the metal detectorist. At number 2, we have the Hoxne hoard. I think it said Hoxne, spelled like this. This was found in 1992 by Eric Laws while searching for a friend's lost hammer, would you believe? So the Hoxne hoard contains over 15,000 gold and silver coins, as well as jewellery and other silverware from the 4th century, making it the largest hoard of 4th century Roman treasure ever found. It was buried in an oak chest during a time of great upheaval in Britain, and this would have been only a small portion of the owner's wealth, offering us a glimpse into the wealth distribution of the time. So again, a very, very important discovery by a metal detectorist. And at number 1, it has to be the most famous metal detecting find of all time, the Staffordshire hoard. So this was discovered by Terry Herbert in 2009 on a random farm field that he'd been metal detecting for many years, and it just so happened that the field had been reworked and brought to the surface a few artefacts, which led to him finding a total of 3,500 artefacts. So the Staffordshire hoard was an Anglo-Saxon hoard, primarily weapon fittings and religious items, all of which were made of gold and silver and decorated with red garnet. The collection offers an unparalleled insight into the 7th century Anglo-Saxon military and artistic achievements. So well done to Terry Herbert. So there you have it, folks. Some really exciting, important, historically significant finds that were all found by a hobbyist, probably without a degree in history. But each and every one of these metal detecting finds has changed our view of the cultures from which they came. So, as promised, I'll reorder them now in terms of value. At number 5 would be the Lenborough hoard. So that was originally valued at 1.35 million. Accounting for inflation, that would be 1.728 million pounds in today's money. At number 4, we have the Galloway hoard, which was valued at 2 million, which in today's money would be 2.56 million. At number 3, we have the Crosby Garrett helmet. This was valued at 2.3 million, which would be valued today at 3.25 million pounds. At number 2, we have the Hoxne hoard. This was found in 1992, so at the time it was valued at 1.75 million, but in today's money that would equate to 3.857 million pounds. And then, of course, still at the top spot, the Saxon hoard, which when discovered was valued at 3.285 million pounds, which translates today to 4.758 million pounds. So yeah, some pretty large sums of money there. Well, there you have it, folks, the top 5 metal detecting finds of all time. Hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, drop me a like and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.